Hello and welcome to this demonstration of the Junior Content Management System, otherwise known as the Junior CMS for short. This demonstration will show you some of the search engine optimization features, or SEO features, that are built into the Junior system version 4. On the screen here we see the demo website that has been set up for Jeweler websites. The location of it is at demo.jewelerwebsites.com. This is a fully featured website that we've put together to show as many of the built-in aspects of Junior that we could, so that people who are interested in seeing a full-blown system in operation could actually take a look at this one. Now, one of the things we're going to be reviewing is how to change the title tags of all of the pages that are shown up at the top of the screen, and we're also going to show how to change the meta descriptions which are built into the system. Alright, Junior is based on, unlike other content management systems that have become pretty popular, where you would type up in the URL and let's say wp-admin is where you would edit a WordPress site, or other places would just simply use admin. We have decided to change our system, and we use the word stand, S-T-A-N-D. So any website that is using the Junior Content Management System, simply after the .com, .org, or .whatever the top level extension is, you type / and then stand, and then you'll get to this simple login screen. It'll usually show the name of the website that you're on. It says login to this says the jewelry CMS. This word is customizable for every website. Now in this particular case we're going to use, for my demonstration purposes, I have a demo login, but you would use the login username and password that was given to you. Click the login button and you will come up to some type of introduction screen, what we refer to as the Junior home page, or the CMS home. That's this icon up here. Junior is designed to be pretty simple. It has a bunch of icons across the top, and the icons which are shown on the left side of the top usually will redisplay submenus. So in this particular case, if I click on products, we'll see submenu for products. If I click on site setup, I will see a submenu for site setup. If I click on content, I see a submenu for content. Social marketing brings me a submenu for blog entries, and accounts brings me to my account where I can change my password. Alright, since we're going over basic search engine optimization features, we're going to start in the site setup area and then under navigation. This navigation screen shows you a literal structure of your website with top level pages in this first column, and then sub level pages underneath each page. So underneath the home page we have 5 pages. Underneath diamond engagement rings we have 6 pages. Now let's see if we can show this in practice. So we're looking at diamond engagement rings. So on the main site we're going to look for diamond engagement rings, which shows up here on this top button, and we also have diamond engagement rings here on the left. The structure of the public side of the site is different for every website and can be chosen according to the design. But in this particular case, let's click on diamond engagement rings, and then on the left we see rings under 1000, vintage engagement rings. Now these are page names. Now let's look back in the stand, flipping back over to the stand. Diamond engagement rings, we have diamond engagement rings under 1000, vintage diamond engagement rings. So there you see rings under 1000, vintage engagement rings. Now take notice that the names of the pages here do not exactly match what's shown up on the front. So this in the navigation only says rings under 1000. However, if I do hover over that, you see the pop-up that says diamond engagement rings under 1000, which is the actual name of the page as we see here in the stand. We have the possibility of setting our names in the back and then having them display differently in the front. And we want to do that and have that ability so that we don't overburden the website with keywords. In this particular case, since this website is very heavy with the phrase diamond engagement rings, we want to make sure that we don't completely overload everything. So in the back we have diamond engagement rings as the main page, and then look at the names of the pages underneath it. The word diamond engagement rings is here in this name. And then diamond engagement rings is again in the second one. In the third one, diamond engagement rings. In the fourth one, round diamond engagement rings. Fifth one, princess cut diamond engagement rings. And then the sixth one, diamond solitaire rings. So this would represent a huge amount of keyword density that shows up on the public side if we were to allow all those phrases, diamond engagement rings, to be repetitive. And as we've learned through Google, they do not like to have keywords repetitive like that, so we have to give a way to change it. Now, also on this diamond engagement rings page, right now we see up at the top it says diamond engagement rings at Diamond Classic Jewelry. Now that is our demo, and I am going to now show you how to change these specific settings. So I'm going to click on diamond engagement rings. Again, I am in the site setup navigation screen. Clicking on diamond engagement rings, this brings us to our edit page, which has a lot of power and control for the individual pages that we are modifying. Now, there are many settings here which I'm not going to go over completely, but because I want to just cover what the SEO settings are. So we have diamond engagement rings is the name of the page, and this is the name of the page that we view it as when we're editing in the stand. It is also the name that will be shown up in the automatic sitemap that Junior does build. Now in this area a little lower here, throughout the entire system, all of the search engine optimization settings are always shown with the same blue color background. So whenever you see this blue color, it represents some type of search engine optimization feature. In this particular case, you can see that we have several SEO features built right in, starting with our navigation link name, which in this case is empty. The next one I show you won't be empty. The page title tag says Diamond Engagement Rings at Diamond Classic Jewelry, which matches this up here, Diamond Engagement Rings at Diamond Classic Jewelry. The meta keywords now, as you should be aware, the keywords are not used by Google at all. It is reported that they are used in a very small extent on Yahoo and Bing. Some customers have requested through the years that we keep the meta keywords in here, even though it just makes sense to completely wipe them out and take them out as a feature. A lot of people still insist on having it, so therefore we have it in here. Most of our customers do leave it blank. Then our next field is our meta description, and in this case here, this description should be a brief explanation of whatever is seen on this page. We have the ability to add other meta tags. For whatever reason, if you need to put in meta tags that are non-standard, that have to do with your software, with other company software tracking, you would simply type them directly into here. So you would type in directly, let's say, meta, and then your name equals whatever the name might be, and then the content equals, and then whatever your content might be. And then always make sure that you properly close it with a closing greater than symbol rather than just using a greater than symbol by itself. Now you may be thinking this is where you would put the Google Webmaster Tools tag, but in fact we have a special field for that down here where it says verify tag, and you would put the Google Webmaster Tools verify code in here. If you're using Bing and you want to put their verify tag in, or Yahoo, you would put those verification tags in here if you'd like. I'll take that out. We have the 4 different options, or the 5 different options for the robots tag built into the system, where you can simply have your robots tag show up as all, and you can have it show up as no ODP, no YDIR, or the no index, comma follow, the index, comma no follow, or the no index, comma no follow. In our drop-down list, it also indicates the good reasons why to use each one of these. So the no ODP in a no YDIR, as it says here, it requests the search engines to use your meta description. The no index follow is good for landing pages. The index no follow is good for reciprocal link pages or designer link pages. And then the no index no follow is good for overhead or footer pages, as it refers to. The overhead and footer pages would be things like your privacy policy and your terms of service. Those are pages you don't necessarily want to be indexed into Google, so you simply say no index, no follow, and when the Google bot reaches those pages, it will stop dead and just back up. Now Google has created their own set of robot tags. If you do not have a Googlebot tag in your website, it will of course use the standard robots tag, but the Google robots tag has options for no index, no follow, no snippet, no ODP, no archive, and no image index. If you want to read more about it, you can click on this question mark and read more about it from the Google support page. But these 6 different options here, you can check off any one of these on any page you're working on, and the Googlebot will follow your directions according to your individual settings. You can set your content type. Currently the system supports the UTF-8, the ISO 8859, and the Windows 1252. By default, all of our websites are set to UTF-8. The author tag is also available. This would create the meta tag for author. You can fill this in or leave it blank. Most of the time it is left blank by many of our customers. If you're heavily working on your search engine optimization, you should consider filling that in. The image toolbar, although not necessarily a meta tag which will affect your SEO, this is one of the things that we've decided to build in the system to remove the annoying ability that Internet Explorer, when you hover over an image, it gives you the option to print an image or grab it, or it's just a very annoying feature. So by default we've built it in so that the IE toolbar over all images gets removed, but if you'd like to have it turned on, click on the Show IE toolbar button. And then the verify tag here is for the Google Webmaster Tools. Okay, as I said, all search engine settings always show up in this blue color, this cyan type color, and we'll see those throughout the rest of the site. So I want to show you actually how to change the page title tag. Now, as I showed you on our live page, the title tag currently says Diamond Engagement Rings at Diamond Classic Jewelry. I'm going to go back in here into this screen, and under page title tag, I'm going to simply change this to Diamond Engagement Rings at, and then since this is called Demo Jewelry Site, I'm going to change this to Demo Jewelry Site. Now what I can do is I have options here of either clicking the update button, which will save this change and bring me back to the previous screen, or I can click update and redisplay, which will save the change and then just redisplay this screen, which is what I'm going to do now. Update and redisplay. The page reloads, go back to the public side, and now I'm going to refresh this page. And you see up on the top it now says Diamond Engagement Rings at Demo Jewelry Site. And that is how easy it is to change the title of all the pages. Now the meta description, as we see here, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to view the source of our page. We'll bring that in over here, and we should see that our meta description, as it is shown right here. Find the diamond engagement rings of your dreams. Choose from certified diamond solitaires, 3 stone rings, best selling styles, affordable prices. And that is what we have. Let me squeeze that in here so you can see it. There we are. And that is actually what we see in the meta description field. Now, just for sanity's sake, I'm going to copy this out and paste it into this other field just as a way to hold it. Now I want you to look at this down here. This says SEO standards only allow for 150 characters. Include money keywords. You have 150 characters available. Now as you type into this field, with my cursor out of here, find the, now if you watch, the number down here is changing. This is showing you how many characters you have left. Find the diamond engagement ring of her dreams. Choose from certified diamond solitaires, 3 stone rings, best selling styles. Affordable prices. And as we typed, we saw that our characters counted down to how much we had available. The 150 character setting comes from the Google search engine results page. That is the number of characters that you can typically see on a standard SERP result before you start seeing the ellipses, which is the 3 dots at the end of a meta description. So you, by the way, are not allowed to, if you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No matter how hard I try, I cannot add in more than 150 characters. This is a hard setting within the system, and it does not allow you to grow beyond the 150 character limit. There's no use in growing beyond the 150 character limit, and the junior CMS does not allow it. Up in the meta keywords, although there's no limitation here, it does say SEO standards only allow for 8 phrases. Do not use money words. Words here should also be in the body content. These are just general guidelines, but in reality, whether or not Yahoo or Bing are going to use them is completely up to them. Now, since I showed you the 150 character limit that's on the meta description, I want to point out that there's also a 67 character limit on the page title. So it says here 67 characters or 10 words, and you have 22 characters available. Now, what we know from a lot of experience is that the name of the page really should not include, or the page titles really should not include the company's name. So perhaps we should completely take out at demo website up here and just have diamond engagement rings. And as you can see, as I took the characters out, the number of characters available through. Of course, I can type spaces in there, and you can see that the characters are decremented in there. Alright, I'm going to click the update button. It brings me back to the previous screen. And then go back to my live website and refresh. And we can now see that the page title says Diamond Engagement Rings, and the company name is actually taken out. Now, we don't need the company name to be in the top title of any of our pages of our site, as long as somewhere on every one of your pages your company name is shown. And typically, we put the company name in the footer, which down here says Test Jewelry Site, but this could also say Demo Jewelry Site. Now let me show you how to actually use the Google Webmaster Tools Verify tag. If we go into our home page, and if we look down a little bit, you can see there's actually a Verify tag that's in here. And then this was copied from Webmaster Tools. Now Google Webmaster Tools does give you the ability to do verification via DNS, via download of an HTML file to upload to your site. But using the Junior CMS, this becomes now the fastest way to add your Verify tag in. If there are multiple webmasters working on your website, you can of course put in additional Webmaster Tools Verify tags in the other meta tags field. Let me show you what this looks like on the public side. And let me view the source. And we can see that there are, in this case, in this demo site, there are actually two Google Site Verification tags. The first one is here, and then the second one is actually shown on this next line. So if we look at our code, our verification tag is the one that starts with F6U, and that turns out to be this tag right here. So this other one, in our demo website, this one is actually hard-coded into the system so that we can have two different systems tracking. But for a normal site, you would have only the one in there, unless you added extras. Again, adding extras, you would do it through the other meta tags. So in this case, if you needed to add the extra one, you would add it right there. In fact, let's leave this here and show it to you. So if I come in here and simply put 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I'm going to use this as a demonstration, and if I click on Update and Redisplay, what should happen now is on the front side of the website, we should see the original Verify tag, we should see this new one, as well as the other one, which is hard-coded. So let me go into the home page. I'm going to click the refresh button. I'm waiting for it to finish loading, and then I'm going to go into View Page Source, and there we are. This is the original one. Here's the extra, and then here's the other one that's still hard-coded through our system. Let me remove this change so that we don't accidentally make a change to our demo website. Now looking back again at the home page, I'm going to go one more time into this diamond engagement ring on the left side, and let's talk once more about this rings under 1,000. And let's look into our stand, and as I said before, we have this page called Diamond Engagement Rings Under 1,000. Now typically Junior is designed to take all of these page names and automatically create all the navigations depending on how they're set up around the site. But as I said before, there's just a lot of repetition here in this keyword phrase, diamond engagement rings, and we want to make sure that repetition doesn't actually hurt us on the front side of the site. So here's how we manage that. In the stand, I'm going to click on Diamond Engagement Rings Under 1,000, And now I'm going to point out this field before that I skipped when I was talking about the previous page. This one is the optional navigation link name. And with this field filled in, it says rings under 1,000. And that is where this phrase, rings under 1,000, on the public side gets pulled in from. In the stand, rings under 1,000, that helps to eliminate our using the keyword phrase too much. Now I'm going to just, so you can see how this works, X, Y, Z, just adding a few more in there. I'm going to click on Update and Redisplay. It saved the X, Y, Z. I come back to the front side, I'm going to hit the refresh on my browser, and now you see the X, Y, Z is now in the navigation. Alright, let me go back into the stand and I will remove that X, Y, Z and the extra space. Click on the Update button. And I'm waiting for this to refresh. Okay, here we go. And now the X, Y, Z is gone. And that way you have the ability to fine-tune whatever you want it to say in the navigation. Sometimes you may need to make the number of characters that you're using, you may need to make them fewer so you can fit into the navigation. But in this particular case, we wanted to remove the word diamond engagement rings simply because it was an over usage of the keyword phrase. And if we go into the rest of these pages, let's say 3-stone diamond engagement ring, we see that this one just says 3-stone engagement rings, which is where it shows up there, 3-stone engagement rings. Okay, while we're still talking about the navigation screens, let's take a look at what the sitemap page looks like. Now, Junior has the ability to create all of our sitemap pages automatically. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom of any one of our pages, and I'm looking for the link that says sitemap. Here we are, it says sitemap down here. I'm going to click that link, which will bring us to the sitemap page. All of the pages that are listed here are all coming from automatically the navigation screen in the back, as well as from social marketing and any one of these, the blog entries, articles, or the newsletters. And all the blog entries that are listed in here also show up on our sitemap. There are several different versions of the sitemap builder page, and this particular version that is being used actually does not use the ability or the feature to truncate the page names. So in this particular case, whereas I was just talking about how we removed this phrase diamond engagement from the navigation and we had simply rings under 1,000, that's not how it shows up on this sitemap. But that is only because that's the layout that was chosen. We have other layouts that would show simply the truncated version of the layout. Now, from the navigation screen, since I'm highlighting the diamond engagement rings under 1,000, I'm going to go back into that page here. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom. And I want to point out this option down here. It says SEO sitemap link. And it says allow on sitemap or hide on sitemap. So I'm going to say hide on sitemap, hit update and redisplay, and I'm going to come back. I'm waiting for this to reload. Okay, I'm going to go back to our sitemap. I'm going to hit, and what we're doing is we're watching this item right here. It's the second one in our list. I'm going to reload this, and we now see that it's gone. Because it goes, it just has vintage diamond engagement rings, and the rings under 1,000 are now gone. It doesn't affect the navigation on the left side of the screen. We still see rings under 1,000. That setting simply influenced the sitemap page and only the sitemap page. This is a feature you'd want to use on your overhead pages. There's no reason to have your overhead pages on your sitemap if you also have them no followed and no index. I'm going to add this back, allow on sitemap. While I'm down here, let me actually review this one here, the SEO no follow link. What this does is, if you'd like to individually change the settings of any of the links throughout the site, if for some reason you want to have this link be affected by a no follow, then you can change this here, and that will automatically change this link, no matter where it shows up on the entire website, to be no follow. Let me demonstrate exactly how this is working. So if I go back to our diamond engagement ring page, and if I refresh this screen, the general user doesn't know the difference between a follow and a no follow link on a website. But I have a tool which is installed, which is slightly off the screen, but I'm going to click on it and I'm going to ask it to highlight all the no follow links. And what happens here is it automatically shows me that the rings under 1000 is a no followed link. And Google will look at that and will say, okay, well, we have the diamond engagement ring page, the vintage, this 3-stone, the round, the princess, and the certified, but this rings under 1000, we don't want to follow that. So Google won't follow that page. Now I can come back in, go back to the bottom, say allow follow, hit the update button, wait for this to reload, come back to the front side, and then hit the refresh. And after the page reloads, we see that this is no longer highlighted as a no followed link. I'm going to go back down here, and you can see that it's still requesting. There's a check mark next to my option for highlight no follow links. And by the way, this is an extension for Firefox. It's called the Quirk Search Status. I'm going to uncheck that, so they will hide all my follow settings. Okay, that concludes the search engine optimization settings, which are on the navigation screen and inside of the individual pages here for the edit page controls. There are other search engine optimization features throughout the system. Please refer to another training module to see those.